I can safely say I've never been more excited to review a whiskey than right now. Eric Church's brand new Whiskey Gypsy. Let's take a journey on it right now. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Saucy Shane. Welcome back to another whiskey review. Like I said in the beginning, I can't wait to give you a full review of this. We're going to go on a journey with Eric Church's new whiskey, Whiskey Gypsy, a remarkably crafted blend of 3 aged whiskeys. Let's give it a little pour here. I will say, be careful if you get yourself a bottle. Be careful of the cork. Corks like this that fit real tight in there, I've had a lot of problems with, and I'm afraid that some people are going to have some broken corks. So if you find yourself with one of these bottles and you hadn't had a pour of it in a while, you're sitting around and you decide to have one, flip it up, get it moist. That's what she said. Twist it. Don't just snatch it out of there. You should be all right. Like I said, we got crafted, blended, 3 aged whiskeys in this. Ari Sussman worked with Eric Church, and I forget the other co-founder here at Whiskey Gypsy, but they blended 3 whiskeys for this, and it is 70% Indiana bourbon, coming at 99% corn, 1% malted barley, 7 to 8 year age, 21% Canadian rye at 20 years old from Alberta, and it's 91% rye, 9% malted barley. And then you got 9% of it's American single malt, 100% malted barley at 4 years old. It comes in at 115 proof with the MSRP of about $200. We'll say it's got a beautiful color. I know we got crappy lighting around here, but this color, it's not real dark, and it's got a beautiful color. It kind of reminds me of like an amber, like a light amber sap rolling out of a tree. That's what it reminds me of. Beautiful color. And like I said, I know the lighting don't do it no justice, but this is one sexy bottle. So it's got the label on the back, tells you all about it. Matte black with the copper font, got the copper band, states it's batch number 1. So hopefully from Whiskey Gypsy, we got a lot more to come. It does stay on the back. Blended whiskey, distilled in Canada and Indiana, finished, blended, and bottled by Whiskey Gypsy in Morristown, Tennessee. Or Morrison, Tennessee, my bad. But enough of the talk, let's get this on the nose. I did try this earlier, but it was just a little bit. I was excited about it. Now we're here for a full review. Let's get it on the nose. To me, I'm getting a lot of orange marmalade candy, kind of orange marmalade jam, sweet, like hard candy, orange hard candy. I don't really watch a lot of people's reviews before I review something if I know I'm going to do it. I wasn't sure I was going to get this bottle, so I did watch Fred Minnick's review. He dropped it the other day, and he said it was like smelled like a fancy tack room. He really enjoyed the nose, the sweet oat, and some leather. I do get leather, man, and I do enjoy a good leather nose note on a bourbon or whiskey, whatever the case may be. So let's hope it transitions to the palate. Like I said, we don't always smell it around here. We drink it too, so let's get it on the palate. Cheers, y'all. A lot better mouthfeel than I remember. Some of the notes from the nose are coming through on the palate, but we'll give it a second sip and we'll fully analyze this bad boy. To me, a lot of the malt is coming through in it, which there's not, it's all consistent of malt, you know, pretty much. You got the 91% rye, 99% corn. I never really had a bourbon from Indiana with that mash bill that I know of. Shit, I don't know. To me, you're getting a lot of that orange marmalade. It's kind of wrapped in a little bit of leather. Getting a little bit of oak note from it, but not a lot. It's almost got just a tiny bit of it wants to go a little bit bitter, but not really. A lot of the malt, I'd say if you're on the fence of like any kind of American single malt or heavily malted product, it's definitely a try before you buy. Otherwise, is it worth $200? Well, It depends on what's in your budget. That's going to be the age-long question, no matter what bottle you're talking about. It depends on what's in your budget. Before we get any deeper in this review, speaking of Eric Church, he had a single barrel from Jack Daniels come out a couple years ago when the first batch of Jack 10 come out. I would really, really love a bottle of that. Hit me up in the comment section. I would trade up big time for one of those bottles. So just hit me up. I really, really want one. I hate I passed on it back in the day, but I did. And I would really like to enjoy one of those. But anyway, we'll give this a third sip. We're going to rank this bad boy and let you go on about your day. With each sip, the mouthfeel gets creamier and creamier. It's not really as viscous as I'd like it to be, but it does pack you with a lot of flavors. The orange marmalade, the leather. I do get some of that sweet oat, some chocolate. It's almost like one of them chocolate covered orange candies, like a soft milk chocolate covered, like a tangerine, maybe a tangerine. Very light fruit, man. I like it. I'm gonna give it a score of an even 8.0. I'd say if you see this on the shelf at MSRP, I don't think you're gonna see them jacked up too much. Not too crazy. I've actually heard of some people finding them for less than MSRP, so it's worth an experience. It's definitely, like it says on the back, on the neck tag here, it's definitely a journey. It's very well crafted. Blending, I think, is a totally new sport that's happening. It's not really new, but it's a big wave that's happening in whiskey. We're all looking for the new thing. This definitely ain't your traditional whiskey or bourbon on the shelf. I'll give you that. Gives it a score of 8.0 for me today. I want to thank y'all for watching. Like always, don't forget to smash that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell for notification. I got a lot more coming in 2023 and the years to come. We just did our 500 video, and hell, we might have 500 more within the next year. So I'll leave y'all to it. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to stay safe out there, and until next time, stay saucy, but don't get too saucy. Drink responsibly and share with friends. Cheers, y'all. Keep rocking.